by putting some things together here. So relax, relax. See if I can kind of mold it a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Hey, you awake? You awake? You are? Okay. That's good, that's good. So you lost your memory. Yeah, you were in a bad accident, and yeah, we're gonna have to put you back together. Yeah, it was really bad. Yeah, just don't even worry about it, you know. You just woke up from, being knocked out. But we gonna take care of you. I'm Dr. Core. Nice to meet you. We had to rush you to the emergency room. So, you know, we're kind of on a little bit of a budget, I guess you could say. But we gonna do what we can, okay? Okay. We're gonna have to start by putting some things together here. So, your face got pretty messed up here. Some things aren't in the right spot. Some things are broken. Some things are torn. We're gonna have to do a lot of work. Okay? Okay. Now look, we ran out of anesthesia, so you're gonna have to do this while you're awake, okay? Okay. You fine with that, right? No. I mean, you're gonna have to be fine with it, man. We gotta save your life. Alright, go with it. Alright. I'm just go ahead and get started, alright, bro? Alright. Alright, look, so we're gonna have to start off by sterilizing the wounds and the area I'm gonna work in, okay? Now, we didn't learn this in my doctor's school, okay? But do you know if salt like sterilizes wounds and stuff? You ever heard of the saying, pouring salt in the wound? Yeah, I'm kind of just going off of that. Hopefully this sterilizes the area. Kills the bacteria off and things like that. Because like I said, we're on a budget. I just brought this from the kitchen at home. So, yeah, we need all the help we can, okay? So, this might stink a little bit, okay? So I'm just gonna put a little bit, just a little bit on the wounds here, okay? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's burning. I guess that means it's working. Okay. Most of it's just kind of bouncing off, but some of it's getting in there. Okay. So hopefully this is sterilizing it. Putting salt in the wound. Okay. That should be enough. Hopefully that stops infection from happening or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Once I, stitch you back together here. Okay? Alright. Whoa, calm down, calm down. I know it hurts. Like I said, we don't got no anesthesia, no pain medicine, we gotta do what we gotta do, man. Okay? Matter of fact, maybe this will calm you down. What am I doing? You ever heard of this thing called is this in my hand? I don't know. My kid apparently got this from school or something. I think it's some kind of like fidget toy or something like that. It makes popping noises when you squash it. Some kind of fidget toy. You know them kids, you know what I'm saying? They play with anything. It's just like kind of like a rubber thing with like suction cups on the inside here. I don't know. It's weird. But is this working? Not really. Okay. I'm gonna just stop then. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. So your face is pretty messed up here. Your jaw is a little crooked, so I'm gonna have to readjust that, okay? Now I'm not a professional chiropractor or anything, but I gotta do what I gotta do, okay? So I'm gonna have to readjust your jaw here, alright? Alright. Just grab it like this. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, I know it hurts. You got messed up bad, man. Okay. Alright, here we go. You ready? 3, 2. Hold on. Dang, this thing ain't budging. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I shifted it too far. Okay, we're gonna go back with it, alright? Okay. Hold on. I mean, that's decently straight. I think I need to come back just a little more, okay? Okay. Alright, that look pretty straight to me. Now let me just adjust your neck a little bit, cause that's a little off there. It's like doing one of these, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and turn your head to the side. Might be a loud crack, but it'll fix it, okay? Okay, got your head, okay? Okay, let me have it. Just loosen your neck. Yep, just loosen it. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. So, your nose, got pretty messed up bad. It's definitely gonna need some stitches. But we don't have regular stitches, so, yeah. We're gonna have to staple it, okay? Got a big gash on your nose, and that's not gonna close if we just leave it alone. So if you don't want a super bad scar, gotta have to staple it closed, okay? Okay. Gotta do what we gotta do. They made budget cuts. We using office supplies. Okay. Alright, I'm about to go in, alright? Here we go. Ooh. That pinched, yeah. You're gonna feel this, okay? You doing okay? Okay. Really, while I'm doing your nose, I could do some other spots on your face too. You got a few cuts on your cheek, your forehead here. Yeah, we got a decent amount of spots that we need to stitch up. Don't mind me making noises from time to time. I'm just trying to do something to, kind of ease the pain a little bit, Since, like I said, we don't got no pain medicine or anything. We're not putting you to sleep or nothing. So you're feeling all this. So I'm trying to do anything I can to help you relax. nice and symmetrical. Okay. Let me use my tape measure here. Make sure everything is symmetrical, okay? Everything looking pretty nice, pretty nice. Now it looks like you lost some teeth. You see, that's the dentist's job to fix that. So you're gonna have to kind of go see a emergency dentist after this. Either that or, you know, you just walk around with some teeth missing. You know, it's your life, you feel me? Okay. Measurements looking pretty good, pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. Of course, they not on point because we're not using the greatest of tools, but it'll do, it'll do. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and move to the side of your head here, cause your ear is it's hanging off. One hanging off a little more than the other, but we'll get them put back on there, okay? So what I'm gonna have to do is use this clamp here to kind of pick your ear back up, clamp it on there, and then we're gonna have to stitch it back on, okay? This part hopefully ain't that bad, but it just kind of depends on your pain tolerance, okay? If your pain tolerance is good, this part won't be that bad, okay? Alright, go ahead and turn you to the side here. Okay. Your neck still hurts. Yeah, I know, it's gonna feel like that for a few weeks, but after this, we'll give you like a neck brace or something like that. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let me just go ahead and clamp your ear back on real quick. Temporary clamp, and then I'm gonna stitch it back on, okay? Okay. Okay. Got it on there. Now, let's bring our stapler back out. Okay. Getting it on there. Oh, okay, that one's a little crooked. Let me I'm gonna have to remove that one. We don't have no staple remover, so I guess I'm just gonna have to use some scissors. You know what I'm saying? These are my daughter's scissors. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it matches the stapler, both purple. That's good, right? Okay, let me just go ahead and remove this staple here. Okay, see if I can just grab it with it. It's not really cutting it, but let me see if I can get under there. Oh, my bad. Digging into your skin there. Okay. Okay, we got it out. Okay. Now let me see if I can make that one more straight. Okay. Okay, that was way better. Okay. Yeah. That was like, could you still hear out? Like, I'm kind of curious. Like, could you still hear out that ear while it was kind of hanging down? No. Okay. So, sorry. I just wanted to ask. Yeah, you might need to go see a ear specialist or something if you want to get your hair back in his ear. But we can just put it back on. You feel me? But they can get in there and do what they gotta do to get your hair back. Okay. Going on pretty nicely. Okay. Boom. We did that. get your other ear going. Now, with this ear, it's a little more torn up here. Look like Mike Tyson took a bite out your ear. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm gonna do what I can do. Okay. Let me go ahead and measure it real quick. Just see how much of your ear you lost here. Yeah, look like you lost about a good half an inch of your ear. I have a plastic surgeon. I could give you his number after this, and he'll be able to make you a new ear. Yeah, at least that top part that's missing. So I'll give you his number after this, and you can kind of speak with him about the whole, you missing, half an inch of your ear. Okay. But the most I can do here is go ahead and reattach your ear, because it's hanging off. So I can just reattach it with some stitches. Okay. Which mean these not real stitches. I mean, it's staples, but I'm gonna just call it stitches. Okay. Okay. Alright, just stay right there. Matter of fact, forgot to take my clamp off of your other ear. My bad. Okay. Let me get it off the other ear real quick. Okay. Alright, go ahead and turn. Go ahead and put it on your other ear to clamp it back on. Okay. Okay. Good. Alright. Now, go ahead and stitch it back on here. Okay. Okay. Oh, this part ain't that bad. That's good. Can you even feel this at all? Oh, you can't. Wow. Look like you might have lost a lot of sensation on this side. Yeah, we don't really specialize in that here, so you're gonna have to go see someone else to, figure that whole situation out. You feel me? Okay. All right, one more. Okay. All right, reattached. Go ahead and look straight for me. Okay. Yeah, you definitely need to see that plastic surgeon. Your ears are all over the place. I might have put one a little higher than the other, but it's the best I could have done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me see. Let me just go ahead and sanitize the area again here. Okay. You know what? Even after I do this, go put some alcohol on your wounds once you get home, okay? Like I said, the hospital kind of made some budget cuts, so we have no more alcohol or anything to sterilize this. And I don't know if I trust that saying, putting salt in the wound. But we're just kind of going with it today, okay? Let me just put a little bit. Just 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 a little bit. Okay. Little bit here. Little bit there. Okay. Reattaching that. Alright, let me see if I can kind of mold your face a bit. Got a lot of broken bones here. Face a little deformed. See if I can kind of mold it a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. I stitched up what I could stitch up, but there are some parts that are a little too far to stitch. You got a big hole in your forehead. I really don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I don't think they picked up all the pieces at the crime scene or whatever you want to call it. They didn't really give me all the details of the accident that you were in, but apparently it involved someone else. And that's all they could have gave out because it was still under investigation or whatever. But yeah, I did all I could. There is a hole on your forehead here. Trying to think what I could do with that, how to cover it up. Oh, actually, perfect. It's gone. Yeah, yeah, it looks great. Looks great. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah. So it wasn't that bad, right? The procedure wasn't that bad. You know, we just had to put a little few stitches on. Had to put your ears back on. You are still missing a little part of your nose here, but like I said, you know, I got a plastic surgeon that I can give you their number. They do nose, ears, you know, even like eyeballs, bro. Like if you lost that whole part of your eye hair, they can literally make a prosthetic to put right there, just to, you feel me? Yeah, you just gotta talk to them about all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna get into details with it because I don't really know how it goes about, but you feel me? Yeah. But yeah, hey, thank you for visiting us. I guess. I mean, they kind of just sent you here just because I guess they didn't want to spend. I guess your insurance didn't want to spend that much money because you know we're a pretty cheap hospital. But you know, I feel like I did a pretty good job. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you home. You don't need to stay in the hospital anymore days after this. You know, you can go off, go live your life. You know, just make sure when you get home, clean your wounds a bit. Make sure you're not touching your face too much. Don't want it to get infected. If it gets infected, it's your fault. Cause like I said, I sterilized it. Okay. So yeah. I guess this is a goodbye.